Hello, my name is Trevor J, and in this video I want to give you a quick overview of Predict, showing you just how easy it is to use. There are only three types of screen. The first is this, your home page. As well as providing quick access to recent or favourite risks and folders, this shows you which risks you need to look at to keep the information up to date. Clicking on any bar takes you straight to the list of risks. Alternatively, as a project manager or business unit manager, you can see the status of the risks and actions in your area. Our second screen is the risk list screen. Here I am looking at all of the risks visible to me that have been categorised as being in Europe. In other videos we'll look at the flexibility of risk and folder categorisation, and also how easily we can create and share lists to filter just the risks we are interested in, displaying the columns we want to see. The folder view here is a special type of list view, showing all of the risks within your chosen folder, or including subfolders as shown here. But as for all risks lists, you get to choose which columns you want to see. Our final screen is the risk detail screen. One of the key things that our users asked for was to have all of the information about a risk and its actions on a single page. Incidentally, you get to configure which fields are shown, what they're called, and even the pop-up help to meet the requirements of your different user roles. Now here we can see the descriptive information and ownership of the risk, how we've categorised the risk, or if it is inherited categories from the folder it belongs to, whether the risk is linked to any other risks, and an overview of the risk history. Also an audit record created every time the risk is saved. And over here we see the risks assessment information, giving us a picture from when we first approved the risk, through any linked controls, to our current assessment, and on to any planned actions to get to our target or residual assessment. If we look at our current assessment, you can see that we can do this qualitatively, like the time impact, or quantitatively, like my cost impact, where in this case I'm using a triangular distribution. Whichever way you choose, it is a single assessment and you can switch back and forth, unlike some risk tools where a quantitative assessment has to be maintained separately from the qualitative assessment. One of the key features of Predict is its flexibility, so users can now add additional impact types even if they aren't included in the folder's scoring system. So if I add a health and safety impact, which as you see uses simple descriptive criteria to help me select the appropriate impact, the HSE manager can easily get a list of all risks that have a health and safety impact. Finally, I want to show you how we can simply run a Monte Carlo analysis against the potential cost impact of the risks within the list. By the way, we can also import schedules and perform schedule risk analysis, but we'll save that for another video. Now here you can see that not only have we automatically built and run a cost risk analysis model, but we've got this wonderful interactive dashboard that allows us to easily explain to stakeholders which risks are important and how much they contribute to our overall cost exposure. As you can see, this planning approval risk contributes 250,000 to almost 3 million of our 90% confidence. There's a lot more analysis and what if scenario building that we can do, but that needs a whole video of its own. I hope you can see how Predict is both simple and powerful. And as one recent customer put it, he could take someone off the street and get them using Predict in under 10 minutes.